Hello everyone and welcome back to the Untitled channel. Today we are going to be VOD reviewing my full Dreamhack Heat 1 playthrough. Let's get right into it. So starting with game 1, I got to the end game here and I didn't have a lot of mats. Now this was my first game and I was playing super passive because I was really scared. This was my first time in an open tournament. I was playing super passive and trying to not fight anyone, and it actually cost me, as you'll see right here. So what I should have done is just gotten out of the box. The guy was W keying in there anyways.
He only had like 15
and
kills.
He really wanted to kill me, so that's what I should have done for that one. Jumping into game 2, I started off. I got some good guns from Misty, but what I should have done is played for more mats and played a little bit slower. I tried to push that guy, and it ended up costing me the game. I didn't need to do it. I didn't need to push that guy like that. And as you can see, he was only 8 HP. So I had the better gun, but he outplayed me. Twice. From like straight in front of you. The AR.
Yeah, for sure.
Like I hit that. Alright, so starting in game number 3, this was another passive game for me. I made it all the way close to an end game, and this guy starts W-keying my wall. Now, normally I would try and play really slow, but I saw that he got trapped in right there, so I went for the quick little peanut butter at it, and it actually got me a kill. Now, kills are worth 5 points, so they were super important. So I was really happy that I got that on the board, right? Now, this is where I made my deathly mistake. I know I only had 5 brick. Right? But at the end of the day, that was only worth it for about 30 brick. That cost me about a ton of my shield. Now I was able to cone that guy off, but I should have played for my minis. I didn't play my life, and it ended up costing me. Alright, so in game 4, this guy started W-keying my wall, and I didn't have a lot of mats. So I was gonna have to play, right? So I came out for a jump peek. I got a nice little crack on him. I only have one build, so I really had to just push him, and it ended up working out for me. Played a little bit more aggressive off spawn, and we got it done. Now we're moving on to the next part. I got a little unlucky. He tapped my feet right there, and it actually hit me for about 50. I'm not really sure how the man did that. I think I chug splashed him right there as well, and not even myself. I don't really know how you miss chug splashes, but I guess I should have done that. Now, a couple seconds ago, I had the opportunity to throw a cone over his head, and I probably could have trapped him in a box because I had the mats to do so, but I missed out on the opportunity, and now I'm stuck on low ground. Now, I should have dipped away as soon as I got the opportunity towards the flotilla, towards buildings where I actually had cover, but as you see, I try and rotate towards the water. He gets a free beam. I did not really think this one out, right? So I tried it again. Here we go, and boom. The guy lands off the launch pad. Now I made a deathly mistake right here. I tried to pop the pepper, ended up throwing 2 stink bombs, griefed my own game, killed myself. By this time, this guy knows that I am weak, and I'm now out of mats. Stupid play. It's alright though. So, in game 5, this ended up being one of my biggest games of the entire tournament. I realized that I was 5 games in, I was halfway through the entire tournament, and I was not where I needed to be in terms of really wanting to qualify on the first go. So I knew I was gonna have to play a little bit more aggressive, right? So I got that first kill, the first little pick at Misty from a little third-party AR spray. Right there I had the opportunity to cone him, put him in my own box, but I missed the opportunity. Played the right-hand peek, as you'll see right here. Got a nice little 70 tag, put him in my box.
Bro, like
Here we go. He was trapped in a corner. He almost got me with that purple tack, but fortunately I was able to pull through. I had 4 floppers, all the shield that I could find, so now it was really just about me healing up. An issue I have is taking too long to heal up. As you see, I just wasted like 10 seconds to build one box when I could really just turbo build it in like 3 seconds. And it was actually the reason I wasn't able to pop this big pot fully.
You need to just take that energy and drop fucking 50.
1 second, or 0 seconds, like 0.2. So I traded for the minis, and I go up. I could have coned him right there too. Luckily, I was blessed with the kill, but I had the opportunity to put him in a box and play that a lot smarter than I initially did. So I kept pushing. I had really good loot now, probably better than a majority of the lobby, and I noticed that this kid was sitting by himself in a box, so I ended up pushing it. And right here, I made a really stupid mistake of just pushing into his builds. Now, any good player would punish me for doing so, but this guy caught him off guard. I waited, I played patient, and it worked out for me. So I made it all the way to endgame, and I had no more mats left right in this situation. I was able to pick up a kill. I definitely should have got that kill. I just was, you know, a millisecond too late, and I ended up getting mats from this, right? So I'm playing my mats, and right here, I shouldn't have jumped down on him like that. I played a little aggressive, I got impatient, and it ended up costing me, but it was still a great game. Alright, so game 7, I get beamed, and I hit him with the deuces, homie. Yeah, man, did not expect that at all. Wasn't even luck, just pure skill. It's what I do. But no, seriously, I got a nice little shot on that, and I got blessed with the shield. But I wasn't getting shield from anywhere else. Now right here, I could have let that guy just slip past and go explore agency, and I could have gone for more loot because I don't have any extra shield. And I went for a little crash pad play. Now it wasn't a bad play necessarily, but I should have just got him more weak before I tried to do so, because as you see, he has full health. So
I need like 100 points.
So coming into game number 8, I knew I needed a big game, and I thought how to get a bigger game than just go to Catty Corner. So I pushed this guy relentlessly. Definitely wasn't my best decision, as you can see by my mat count. I only have 3 builds. This guy has all of Kit's loot. He has all the mats in the world. And, you know, I was only blessed with a 50 tag right there. And I really tried to outsmart this guy, but, you know, sometimes
if another kid goes to this job
loot
spot,
is
I'm
just
never
too
going
good.
here again.
It's just too good. So this guy kept going up. What I could have done is rotated down towards the building and tried to find more loot, get some more mats. But by this time, I felt like I had really already tried to fight, and it cost me. So, coming into game 9, this was my biggest game of the entire tournament. I had a huge pop-off. I start off with a kill in the beginning, right here. 2 green pistols for the win. I don't get that loot. This guy pushes me with a gray tag, and I still pulled it out. So I got the grapple, and I got right out of there. I didn't even bother using the key card or anything. I just put it in a metal cone and went away. Now right here, I heard the Marauders. So I came up sneaky for the third party. Was able to get some initial tags and a free kill. Then I'm going around because I saw this big pot in the corner. I grab it and I see the Marauders are shooting at someone else, and they're shooting up.
Last game.
So what do? Grapple straight to the top. Now this guy could have punished me if he had a better shotgun, but luckily he only had the tag. So hit him with the little blue charge, 150 tap, and boom. Alright, so I'm really W king this game because I know that in order for me to qualify, I'm going to need a lot more points in the kills department. There are 5 points apiece. It's definitely worth it, right? So I'm just kind of W king relentlessly, and I found that it actually worked really well in these tournaments because these players are very scared. They don't want to be sent back to the lobby because they only have 10 games. So when you do some initial tags on them, they're already playing faster. They're playing, you know, they're more predictable because the movements that they're gonna make are more what's the word that I'm looking for here? Are easier to predict. That's the word I'm trying to say. So you really want to try and play aggressive on some players. You want to know when to and when to not, but that really worked for me in this game specifically. So I came right here. I got a little 50 tag. I could have put him in my box right there. I didn't miss on that wall. I need to get better at piece control. I pressured from a right-hand peek. Now what I should have done is created my own box. I actually got lucky right here that the charge is as good as it is because I wouldn't have got blessed with that. Alright, so I've snuck all the way to Steamy, and I realized that I'm coming behind this guy in all his builds. So I thought that was my wall because I was going with metal. This guy made a play if he switched to it on purpose. Now I'm just going to keep pressuring this guy. I'm just going to keep taking my own builds and moving up as I can. Now I noticed that he was behind me, so I come back, and the charge and the scar just pick it up for me. Now I already have 7 kills at this point, right? And I'm thinking, well, the end game's coming pretty soon. There's still about 15 people. I have all this placement to get. I'm just going to hide. I'm literally just going to hide. And The rest of this end game is absolutely crazy. I'm just gonna let you guys watch it and experience it. So enjoy.
No way. Bro! Oh my god, you gotta watch this, bro. You have 30 seconds. You're not gonna make another game. Are you still in game? Yeah, win it, win it, win it. How many points? Nice, nice. It's gonna be like 360 at least to qual. More probably. Yeah,
say you're a beast from EMAT right now.
Are you still in game lab?
Alright, so in the final game of the first heat of Dreamhack, I ended up getting this quick little pick, and that was caddy loot right there. Now, this guy was pushing it heavy. Now, what I should have done is taken this first boat right here, and I should have got as far away from that as I could, because you do not want to be messing with caddy loot, and it was my last game. I really wanted to play my life. And I got in a really bad spot because that boat wasn't actually there, even though it was telling me that it was, right? So I pushed out, and this guy got a couple tags on me, and that was all it needed for him to start pushing me. Even though the third party was here, I had to go for something. I had to try and play my life, right? So I wouldn't recommend doing this, but it actually kind of worked out for me in this situation, low-key. It did get me across the river, which is what I was planning to do, but this guy had, oh, it was grapple, not caddy loot. I apologize. But still, he was able to push me with no effort, and it was just super unfair the way that it happened. But what I could have done differently, I should have just grabbed that first boat, and I should have just dipped out on the water as far as I could go and tried to play my life. I still wouldn't have been able to qualify, even if I did pop off this game, but that's alright. This guy took my wall. First try, and as soon as I tried to dip out, he was just W-keying me at that point, put me into peace control, and that's how it is. So, I placed top 7%, I'm super happy with it, and I hope you guys are looking forward to Heat number 2.